Episode 1 begins with the male protagonist Komura discussing how much he loves Mia, the anime's female protagonist. In class, Komura says he's known Mia for 3 days since the teacher had the students change seats. He hopes Mia will look at him with her eyes. One day, Mia forgets her glasses, catching Komura by surprise. Komura's not used to Mia looking like this, but Komura wants to get to know Mia better before asking her strange questions about her missing glasses. Mia tells Komura not to take her squinting as a sign of aggression as she forgot her glasses today. Komura's shocked to be conversing with Mia this soon. Mia notes how she never forgot her glasses. Although he's hesitant to assist Mia, Komura vows to support her today. Mia asks Komura if he could help her find the history textbook they need for the first term. Komura offers to let her see his textbook. When Mia gets close to him, Komura freaks out because of Mia's beauty. Nevertheless, Komura concedes and lets Mia sit by him, and the two use the textbook together. Mia's having a hard time seeing the words and apologizes to Komura. Komura's too caught up in his closeness with Mia to care and lets her use the textbook alone. As Mia struggles to read the textbook, Komura's shocked by how close he's gotten to her over time. He wonders if she'll remember their exchange but hopes they can grow tighter connections over time. Komura properly introduces himself to Mia as she gets up close and personal with him. After class, Komura spots Mia near some shoe cubby lockers and asks her if she's having any trouble. Mia informs Komura that her shoes feel big, and Komura realizes she's wearing his gym shoes. We cut to a flashback with Mia conversing with her classmates. They ask her if she needs help getting home and can find her shoe cubby locker. Mia says she'll be fine, but that is far from the truth. She tells Komura she tried a bunch of cubbies around her. However, Mia realizes she didn't find the right one. Komura helps Mia find her shoe cubby locker but sees a frog sitting on her shoes. Komura removes the frog and gives Mia her shoes, despite Mia feeling uncomfortable wearing them due to the frog's slime. Before Mia walks home, Komura helps her tie her shoe. Mia thanks Komura for helping her today, and Komura's happy he got to spend the entire day with her. Mia hopes when she gets her glasses, she'll be able to identify Komura, so she can remember who graciously helped her today. On his home's balcony, Komura notes how Mia lives close by and hopes she forgets her glasses again. In the morning, Komura spots Mia and overhears Mia telling her friend she stepped on her glasses, shocking Komura. After dodgeball, Komura's teacher tells Mia to wake up during class. Komura believes Mia's trying to read her textbook but realizes she's actually asleep. Their teacher gets more antsy, enticing Komura to wake Mia up. However, he doesn't want to touch Mia. Komura informs their teacher that Mia forgot her glasses and needs to get close to her textbook to read them. He fools his teacher and buys Mia enough time to wake up. However, Mia thinks Komura's her father, signaling to him that she's half asleep. Mia rests on Komura's shoulder, and he's baffled that they're touching each other and wishes it'd last forever. However, his teacher breaks it up, ruining Komura's moment with Mia. The next morning, Komura notices Mia without glasses on and worries about what will happen to her if she keeps forgetting them. Mia stares at Komura and notices his complexion. The episode closes with Komura pondering on his balcony. Episode 2 begins with Komura and Mia handing the students food in the cafeteria for their lunch duties. Mei struggles to give students food because she isn't wearing her glasses due to breaking them. Komura asks Mia if she'd like any assistance, but she refuses. He tells her to go easy on giving students their stew, resulting in her giving them small amounts. A fellow student interrupts their conversation and asks Mia if she can give him more meat. Mia asks the student if she can give him more potatoes instead. The student complies. She and Komura finish their lunch duties. Mia hands him a plate of food with lots of meat to repay him for his kindness the other day. A week goes by, and Mia returns to class without new glasses. However, she brings some one-day contact lenses. She struggles to put one of them in her eye, alarming Komura. After seeing her struggle to put one in her eye, Komura tells Mia she doesn't need to worry about it as he'll protect her when she doesn't have them on. The next day, Mia arrives with glasses on, and Komura wonders if she's challenging him and why she's squinting. Mia confirms that the weather tends to fog up her glasses. After mistaking her classmate Takeda for a stranger, Mia asks Komura if he'd recognize her, leading to a funny moment between the two. Another day passes. Mia asks Komura for his Lime ID and shares it with her. She wants to exchange IDs because she wants to ask him for help when she forgets her glasses. Mia would ask her family for help, but Mia doesn't want to feel embarrassed. After school, Mia texts Komura and asks him to visit Kichijoji Station. Komura meets Mia at the station and learns she lost her glasses on the train. She asks him to take her to an important place. Komura's flabbergasted after realizing this feels like a date. Komura takes her to a restaurant and helps Mia eat a cake since she's having trouble finding it without her glasses. Komura and Mia arrive at a glasses shop next since Mia ordered new ones and wants to pick them up. Mia says she can see everything, and Komura feels this is it between them. Mia grabs Komura's hand, helping him realize it's not over between them. After spending time with Komura, Mia thanks him for spending time with her and returns home. At school, Komura spots Mia with a mask and fogged-up glasses. Mia says she got sick, so she has to wear a mask. After seeing people treat Takeda like a freak since he looks similar to her, Mia removes her glasses and tells Komura she forgot them. She doesn't want him to think of her similarly. The episode closes with Komura questioning Mia's behavior on his balcony. Episode 3 begins with Komura spotting Mia acting like a cat in front of a plastic bag at school. He realizes she forgot her glasses again and plays along so no one thinks Mia looks weird. Afterward, Komura spots his school's popular boy Azuma helping Mei find something and gets jealous about the scenario. Mia thanks Komura for helping her, but Azuma tells her he helped her. She apologizes for thinking he was Komura. Mia meets with her female friends the next morning. They warn her to stop forgetting her glasses since she might get wrinkles, enticing her to go to the female restroom to look at her face. Meanwhile, Komura arrives at school and wonders if she forgot her glasses again. Komura enters class and becomes bewildered by Mia's beauty. He can't get the encounter out of his mind throughout the day. Fortunately, Mia brings her glasses the next day and asks Komura to teach her how to play Shiratori so she can defeat her friend Asuka. After playing Shiratori with Komura, we cut to the two performing their cleaning duties. Komura spots a roach crawling in Mia's direction and distracts her to let it pass by. However, a girl spots it, leading to Mia jumping into Komura's arms and asking him to dispose of it. After sharing a somewhat intimate moment with Mia, Komura spots Mia with a love letter addressed to Azuma. Komura tells Mia it's from Azuma, and she takes it, returns to class, and hands it to Azuma. Azuma takes the letter and thinks Mia likes him, upsetting Komura. Mia's friends ask her if she loves Azuma, but she doesn't know what's happening. Mia tells them she likes Azuma, but Komura knows it's all a misunderstanding. Komura follows Azuma to the restroom and sees him read the letter. Komura's worried about the situation and returns to class. Komura asks Mia what she thinks of Azuma because he's worried she has actual feelings for him. Mia says she likes Azuma and him, but Komura wants to know what she means. Azuma approaches Mia with a response, worrying Komura. Komura looks at the letter and realizes Azuma knows he likes Mia. Azuma tells the other girls that Mia delivered someone else's letter. Komura tells Mia what the letter said and the episode closes with him having a changed opinion on popular kids.
Episode 4 begins with Komura bumping into Mai as she tries to buy coffee at a machine without her glasses. Mai purchases black coffee on accident and asks Komura to drink it. He doesn't want to, after realizing Mai made indirect contact with it. Komura's running late for school the next day and spots Mai, realizing she's late too and that she forgot her glasses again. He notices Mai's worn-out attire, embarrassing her. Komura informs the audience he arrived late to school because he was writhing at the fact that Mai was worried about what she looked in front of him. Another day passes. We spot Komura carrying Mai to the nurse's office after she sprained her ankle and broke her glasses during PA class. Komura questions if Azuma is rooting for him and Mai to get together. The nurse's office is empty, so Komura asks Mai to sit somewhere for a while. Mai winds up standing on a beam scale, and Komura notices her weight, resulting in funny banter between them. Komura notices Ai struggling to put a document on the bulletin board and tries to help her. Azuma swoops in and posts the document on the board since Komura and Mai are too short. Komura feels saddened for being short, but Mai comforts him and tells him she likes that he's not tall like him. Komura spots Mai reading something with tears in her eyes. She explains that her friend made a joke, resulting in her laughing hysterically. Komura ponders what Mai looks like when she laughs. Komura's classmates spot a heart-shaped cloud in the distance, while others start taking photos to annoy their teacher. Komura notices Mai's struggling to see the cloud, so he takes a photo and sends it to her at night. Mai's thrilled while Komura's worried it was a weird decision. Komura spots Mai wandering the halls the next day, and his classmate Sumia calls him over to show him she has Mai's glasses. She puts Mai's glasses on Komura, making it difficult to think and see clearly. He gets into an intimate position with Sumya and Aimi notices them. Mai pushes Kimura aside while Sumya laughs at her. Kimura spots Mai with her glasses on the following day. Although he's upset that she won't need his assistance, he's glad she's doing all right. However, he forgot his textbook, so Mai asks him if he wants to use hers to return the favor. Mai acknowledges how close he is to her now that she has her glasses on, embarrassing Kimura. Kimura travels with Mai to the glasses shop again because she wants to replace the ones she lost. Mai wants to try on more glasses than before and needs Kimura's help. Kimura struggles to give me a solid opinion on the glasses she tries on. He tells Mai regardless if she is or isn't wearing glasses. He thinks she looks great. Mai chooses glasses that look like her usual pair. Unfortunately, Mai tells Kimura she slept with them and broke them the following day. The episode closes with Kimura wondering if he'll need a stable income if he's going to continue looking after her. Episode 5 begins with Kimura traveling to town to buy his mother ketchup. He notices some Valentine's Day gifts lying around and wishes Mai presented him with chocolates. Mai bumps into Kimura and asks him what he meant by that. Kimura's embarrassed because he doesn't want Mai to know he likes her yet and doesn't want to get rejected. Kimura tells Mai he must go to the supermarket to change the subject. Mai and Kimura arrive at the supermarket and she admits her mother wanted her to get them mayonnaise. She remembers Kimura's statement about him wanting something and brings it up to Kimura again, startling him. After trying to change the subject again, Mai puts everything together and remembers that Valentine's Day is coming up. She asks Kimura if he wants her to get him chocolates, and he's worried about getting rejected. However, Mai says she planned to make and give all her friends chocolates, easing Kimura. Valentine's Day arrives. Kimura watches Mai, without her glasses, hand her friends chocolate. Kimura contemplates if he'd rather receive chocolates from Mai if she liked him. Mai visits Kimura but realizes she ran out of chocolates. Kimura tells Mai it's fine. Mai and Kimura stay after school. Mai tells Kimura that she's willing to do one thing he wants to make amends for forgetting the chocolate. Kimura asks Mai if he can hear him out about something. Unfortunately, Kimura can't muster the courage to confess to Mai, but Mai says she'll await the day he can and remember to bring her glasses. She finds a spare chocolate and gives it to Kimura. A month passes and Kimura wants to give Mai sweets for White Day. However, Mai's not looking too well since she's trying to cut down on sweets. Mai asks Kimura to help her overcome her addiction. Suddenly, Azuma and another boy hand Mai sweets, making it hard for her to fight the urge to devour them. Kimura asks Mai if she'd like him to hold on to those candies, but she denies him. Before she eats Azuma's sweets, Kimura hands her the candies he wants to give her for White Day. Mai starts eating Kimura's sweets and thanks him. Episode 6 begins with Kimura meeting Mai in school. She's filling out a Nagamori Original Sweets Point card to get herself sweets. Mai says she has to send it away before her card expires. Kimura offers to travel with her to the post office to submit the card since Mai's unfamiliar with its location. A group of male classmates calls Kimura over. They ask him if he wants to visit a new arcade, but Kimura declines because he wants to set time aside for Mai. Mai feels like she's intruding on Kimura's time and tells Kimura she'll be fine visiting the post office alone. Kimura says he doesn't want her to go without her glasses, but Mai says she's wearing contacts despite Kimura knowing she isn't wearing them. Their teacher asks Mai to read an excerpt from their textbooks. Mai struggles to read one of the terms, so she pretends to cough, and her teacher lets her off the hook. Mai learns she needs to attend a different classroom after reading things on the board. Some friends offer to help her, but she refuses because she doesn't want Kimura to know she needs his help. Kimura's friends try enticing him to attend the arcade with them, but he's worried about Mai. Mai visits the wrong classroom, so she heads for a different one. She admits she doesn't want Kimura to miss hanging out with his friends just for her, but feels lonely being on her own. Kimura finds Mai and tells her he got the rooms confused too. Mai tells Kimura the truth about not wanting him to abandon his friends for her sake. However, she admits she likes having him around, but doesn't want to keep him for herself. Despite Mai telling him to attend the arcade with his friends, Kimura thinks of an alternative plan. Kimura takes Mai to the convenience store since he recalls it has a post box. Kimura places Mai's point card inside. Mai departs to let Kimura visit his friends at the arcade. After spring break passes, Kimura and Mai visit their school's auditorium to receive some awards. After confronting his fears of standing in front of a crowd, Kimura and Mai return to class to undergo the seating arrangement process with the other students since they're in their third year of school. Unfortunately, Mai and Kimura aren't sitting next to each other, as she'll be sitting next to Azuma. Mai learns she's sitting in the wrong seat after another female student tells her. She heads to Kimura as he realizes she's sitting next to some, lightening his mood. Kimura introduces himself to his new seating buddy Hibushi but wishes he was sitting next to Mai again. Hibuchi visits Mai and asks her to switch places with her because she has sight issues. Mai complies and sits in her seat. The episode closes with Komura feeling thrilled to sit next to her again and wanting to know more about her. Komura and Mai draw portraits of each other in art class. Mai draws a cute version of Komura despite her inability to see him without her glasses. The following day, Mai bumps into Sumya in the girls' restroom, and Sumya comments on her eyelashes. Mai returns to class with her eyes shut, making Komura wonder what's wrong with her. Later, two girls approach Mai and ask her to walk home with them. Mai agrees, but accidentally leaves her glasses behind on her desk. After finishing a task for his teacher, Komura spots the glasses on Mi's desk. He texts Mai over Lime and asks her if he can bring them home over the weekend to protect them from theft. Mai accepts his offer. Komura has a tough time concentrating with Mi's glasses in his room. He contemplates several ways to avoid thinking about Mai, but he cleans her glasses all the same. Mai calls Komura over Lime and asks him if her glasses are okay. Komura says they're fine, while Mai states how having her glasses there feels like she's spiritually visiting his place. This results in Komura having a difficult time sleeping over the weekend. After resolving the matter with Mai on a different day, we transition to another one, as Mai accidentally trips and lands in Komura's arms. She apologizes for her clumsy behavior. One of Mi's friends notices Mai forgot to pamper herself since she has a bedhead. Mai asks Komura if she looks okay, and Komura says she looks fine. Later, Mai notices Komura's having shoulder issues and offers to rub his shoulders to help him. Afterward, Mai writes this event in her notebook to comment on things she can do for Komura when she loses her glasses. Mai arrives at school the following day with her glasses on and interacts with a sleeping Komura. Komura wakes up, and Mai tells him that he can get a good look at her in return. Komura bumps into Mai on a rainy day before school. Mai accidentally gets her socks wet and asks Komura to look the other way when they're in school, so she can change them. Komura stares at the rain outside to pretend that he's not thinking about what Mai looks like without socks on. The next day, Komura spots Mai in the park alone. She tells Komura she forgot her keys, so she's waiting for her mother to arrive to take her home. After spending time with Mai in the park, we cut to the two moving their desks around at school. Komura drops his Apple Store card. Mai picks it up for him. He explains what it is to her and hopes she doesn't know anything about social media games since he's known for spending money on microtransactions. Thankfully, she's unaware of them. Thereafter, Mai accidentally calls Komura at night. She attempted to call Asuka because she was spending the night at her place and got lost during her venture to the washroom because it was dark. Despite having minor complications with his mother, Komura guides Mai to her destination over the phone. After some pool shenanigans, we see Komura leaving the store and vowing to spend little money on games. He catches Mai snacking outside and joins her. Komura notices Mi has a winning dessert and urges her not to throw it out. Mai hands it to Komura and departs. Komura walks behind the school and notices a girl confessing her feelings to Azuma. He hides behind the tree, and a cat accompanies him. Komura's worried the cat will give away his location. Suddenly, Mai arrives and starts acting like a feline. She notices Azuma and the girl behind the school, but pays them no mind when the cat goes near her. Komura wonders if she's oblivious to romantic situations and if he'll ever have the courage to confess his feelings to Mai. The cat heads toward Komura, enticing Mai to follow it. Komura grabs Mai before the girl, and Azuma realizes she's in the area. The girl confesses to Azuma, but he denies her because he likes someone else. Mai asks Komura if she was going to get in their way, making Komura realize she understands romance. Komura's friends tell him he should join Mai's group for the scheduled field trip. They know he has something for Mai and feel it's best he looks after her in case she forgets her glasses as usual. At the same time, Mai goes over her glasses, preparation plans with her group. Mai's friends welcome Komura and his two friends into their group. At night, Mai stashes her spare glasses in her bag and heads to sleep. Komura and Mai arrive at school later. Mai informs everyone she broke her glasses, but stored her spare ones in her bag. Everyone heads on the bus, and Mai puts on her her spare glasses. However, her friend reminds her of the time when they went to Kamakura. Mai realizes she brought the wrong spares. They head to their destination. Komura questions if Mai can take notes for her report since he knows she got the fake glasses her friend mentioned. Komura takes Mai somewhere else within the Mirai Technology Museum that she can see. Mai realizes Komura knows she brought the wrong glasses and apologizes for forgetting. Mai thanks Komura for his help and tells him he can leave. Later, Mai wanders off somewhere, but Komura finds her. Mai bursts into tears because she feels terrible for relying on Komura and causing trouble. Komura comes clean and tells Mai he's always hopeful she will forget her glasses. He explains he likes being of help to her, to which Mai thanks him for it. During their bus ride back, Komura states Mai didn't talk to him much after he told her the truth. He questions if she dislikes him now. However, Mai tells Komura she can't believe he likes that she causes him trouble. In contrast, Mai says it made her happy to know that. The following day, Mai ponders Komura's words he shared on the field trip. She aims to be less dependent on Komura and puts her one-day contacts on. When Komura arrives, she tells him about her plan, and he tells her not to stress over it. Later, Mai and one of her other friends learn that their pal Asuka is in love. Alone, Mai questions what it feels like to love someone as she never understood it. Mai bumps into Komura in the hallway and wants him to make eye contact with her. After staring at Komura for a while, she realizes Komura might hold unique feelings for her, like Asuka has for the boy she likes. Mai hopes that's the case, as she feels she might hold feelings for him too. Komura greets Mai and asks her if she wants to share textbooks since she forgot her glasses again. He notices Mai's acting more cheery than usual and wonders what's up. Sumya stops by and asks Komura if he and Mai are smooching. Another girl takes Sumya aside and tells her they weren't kissing, while Komura worries people are starting to misunderstand his and Mai's relationship. Mi returns and notices something's wrong with Komura. Komura tells her he's ill, so he hands him a mask so he can cover his face. Mai stares at Komura the whole day because she wants to see his face. Komura's set on paying her no mind. He doesn't want others to get the wrong idea about their companionship. Sumya teases Komura about the situation more during PE class. Mai wanders near a basketball and trips. Komura takes her to the school's nurse, and she thanks him for it. Mai asks Komura what he does during the weekends since they didn't talk much today. After receiving a response, Mai tells Komura she's noticed he's been hanging out with Samaya today. Komura wonders if Mai's upset that he neglected her because he was worried about Sumya's assumptions. Mai asks if she can look at his face from up close each day, and Komura says he doesn't mind. After wandering at Komura's face and helping Komura clean up the classroom, she asks him if he'd like to come home with her. Mi's hair gets tangled in a closet and she asks Komura to cut it for her. Komura struggles to cut the hair while Mai asks him if he likes her long hair. He doesn't answer but succeeds in cutting it for her. Mai promises to take better care of her hair. The next school day, Mai drops one of her hairbands on the ground and asks Komura to tend to her hair for her. After completing the task, Mai says she'd love for Komura to tend to her hair in the future when they're out of school. Komura questions what she means by that. Later, Komura recalls the school's cultural festivals coming up. He and the rest of the students prepare for it. Mai asks Komura if she can help him with his tasks, and he lets her use some wipes to clean her face off. Mai struggles to help Komura complete his decoration task, so she asks him to let her know when he's done. She visits a group of girls to help them with their tasks. Komura leaves the classroom after realizing his glue stick is damaged. Mai accompanies Komura, and they enter an empty classroom. She asks him if she can get a close look at his face here, because it'd be better if no one was around. While Mai stares at Komura, he questions if he's allowed to think that he's special to her. They return to the classroom, and someone tells Komura he should wash his face. He overhears Mai and her friends talking about her hands being dirty. Komura thinks people have a hunch that Mai kissed him while they were out.
Episode 11 begins with Komura and his mother discussing the upcoming cultural festival for a bit. Komura arrives at school and notices Mi on the ground looking for something. Mai finds her piercings, which baffles Komura because he didn't know she wore piercings. Komura contemplates the thought for a while until lunchtime. Mi reveals the piercing is actually a bead because she doesn't wear piercings. She's using the beads for a project she's working on for the cultural festival. Komura says he doesn't look great with piercings despite his family suggesting he get his ears pierced. Mai puts a bead near Komura's ear and says he'd look cool with them. Komura returns home and ponders if he should get his ears pierced. The following day, the students are shown preparing for the cultural festival. Asuka asks everyone if they can stay around 7 to help her finish things for it. Samya asks Komura if he and Mie kissed yet, annoying him. Mai tells Samya she can stick around and help with the preparations. We cut to Mie and Komura helping out Asuka, Samya, and the others with cultural festival decorations. Komura takes a break and notices Mai's phone's on the floor. Mai asks Samya where Komura ran off to. He hides behind one of the curtains to avoid Mai seeing him look at her cell phone messages. Mie picks up her phone and tells Asuka she needs to go home. Mai heads to the locker area and Komura follows her. She grabs his shoes by mistake and flees home with Komura trailing behind. Komura hears Mai cry, so he plans to give Mie her shoes tomorrow. He knows she's about to get scolded by her mother for not telling her she's staying over at school late. However, he develops a change of heart and visits Maya's home. He tells her mother that he wore Mai's shoes by mistake and wants to return them. Komura tells Mie's mother that's why she arrived home late and departs. Komura wonders if he made the right decision. The cultural festival begins. Komura reads an excerpt written by Mie detailing things she's been up to in her life. He visits the school's gym to look at Mai's plushie she made. Komura overhears Mie and Asuka conversing with each other. He walks over to Mie, who is now observing his cultural festival exhibit. Komura's worried Mai won't be impressed by it. Later, before people start presenting their projects on stage, Mai runs off somewhere and Komura follows her. He spots her sitting outside somewhere and accompanies her. Mie tells Komura she read his diary entry at his exhibit and liked it. She asks him if she can see his face, but Komura refuses her because she has her glasses on and can see him fine. Mai reflects on how much fun she's been having as of late and thinks she's been acting selfishly. She tells Komura she likes looking at his face because it calms her. Komura asks Mai if he can look at her face for a change, and Mai says he can. After looking at Mie for a bit, Mai tells him he's like a dad to her. Mai wonders if they'll get in trouble for sneaking away from the cultural festival. The episode closes with Komura contemplating Mai's words about him being like a dad to her. Episode 12 begins with Mai asking Komura what his plans are for the future as they fill out their planning survey forms. Komura doesn't tell Mai what his goals are because he secretly doesn't have any plans. As for Mie, she informs Komura that she once dreamed of becoming her father's bride as a toddler and shows him a picture of herself during that time. Currently, Mai says she doesn't have a dream she wants to accomplish. However, she wants to own a fish and get married one day. Mai tells Komura she's been dabbling in cooking to prepare herself for marriage and shows him a picture of some omurish she made. Komura finds his preschool album at home. Unfortunately, this leads Komura to a dead end. During dinner with his mother, Komura questions what Mai's omurish tastes like and ponders what life would be like eating dinner with her. At school, Komura writes down one of his future goals. He wants to become Mai's husband but contemplates if that's a weird thing to jot down. Suddenly, Mai arrives and notices the term husband written on Komura's survey. She asks who he'd like to marry, but Komura doesn't tell her, upsetting Mai. Thereafter, Mie and Komura attend home economics class but get designated to different groups. Komura's upset that he didn't get grouped with Mai and won't be able to try her cookies. Komura tries helping his partner out but is distracted by how close Azuma is with Mie. Azuma suggests Mi'll shape the cookies into arcade tokens since Mie aimed to make them look like coins. He tells Mino that Komura would appreciate the cookies looking like tokens. Another classmate named Yasaka tells Mie it'd be a bad idea since Komura had a rough experience with tokens at the arcade. Yasaka proceeds to air out Komura's strange arcade habits to Mie, bothering Komura. After pondering, Yasaka tells Mie that turning the cookies into tokens should be fine. Thereafter, Mie notices Azuma's cookies are shaped like birds. Azuma says it reminds him of a lady who lives next door. Mie asks him if he has feelings for this lady. Azuma says the person is a college student and won't look at him in that way. He asks Mai if he can copy her to see if it'll help him usher the courage to tell the woman how he feels. After practicing with Mie during class, Azuma departs. Meanwhile, Kimura is bothered by their exchange and gets more heated when he overhears female classmates asking Mai what she and Azuma are doing. Kimura leaves after hearing Mai's compliments toward Azuma. Mi chases Kimura down and the two visit a place to grab some water and chat. Mia hands Kimura a bag of her token cookies and tells him she made them for him because she thought he was hungry. She starts doubting her speed, but Kimura comforts her with compliments. Kimura sees a commercial with children on it at home and recalls the photo Mai showed him. He looks through his preschool album and is baffled by the awkward photos his mother took of him. After having an embarrassing encounter involving his nosebleed park photo with Mie and her friends, Mie asks Kimura if he'd like to walk home together. Mie takes Kimura to the park and asks him to wait for her while she visits her home to retrieve her glasses. Mie returns and asks Kimura if she can see the photo again. Kimura says he left it at school, upsetting Mai a bit. Mai asks him how he got a nosebleed in the photo and Kimura says he failed to do a back hip flip. Mai asks him if he can perform a back hip flip now and Kimura says he can. After several tries and motivation from Mai, Kimura successfully pulls it off. Mai snaps a photo of the occasion and tells Kimura he can't show anyone else. Mai attempts to perform a back hip flip and fails. She asks Kimura if she is wearing shorts under her skirt, and he says she is. The episode closes with Kimura getting a nosebleed after seeing Mai's attempts at the back hip flip. Episode 13 begins with Mai arriving at school with her fashion glasses. She asks Kimura to put them on and requests he take a selfie and send it to her so she can see what he looks like. Kimura says he doesn't want to take the photo here. Mie remembers she had a case in her bag and realizes her authentic glasses are inside. She laughs and tells Kimura he'll need to wear the fashion glasses for the day. We cut to a new day at school. Mie and Kimura's instructor informs the class about an upcoming entrance exam as we see Mie and Kimura note-taking together. Kimura fantasizes about Mai's hair while Mie's friend Tahayama calls her over for a second. She ties Mai's hair with a red ribbon and Kimura thinks she looks adorable with it on. Kimura continues contemplating Mie's new appearance for the remainder of the day until she eventually removes the ribbon. Mie leaves her seat in class to have Tahayama tie her hair again since her soggy hair slightly ruined Kimura's English textbook. Kimura and Mai chat about his interests for a bit while walking home together. Kimura waves goodbye to Mie. However, before he gets far from her, he spots Mie meeting a former friend from her elementary school days named Ie. Kimura departs feeling a tad jealous. Things continue as normal during their next day of classes, with Kimura helping Mai with her assignments. When Mai brings up meeting her elementary school friend but forgetting his name, Kimura contemplates. He worries that Mai will forget him one day despite all they've been through together. While helping a teacher out with some boxes, Kimura chats with Bakshi about Mie and her forgetfulness. Bakshi tells Kimura that there's potential for Mie to stop forgetting things altogether. Afterward, Kimura returns to class as his teacher reminds them to study for their entrance exam during their summer break. Kimura and Mie walk home again. Mai brings up the entrance exam while Kimura says he'll be spending time with his folks over the summer. Mai's sad because she won't get to spend more time with Kimura because of his trip and they must focus on studying. Kimura jokes about Mai forgetting her glasses, but internally he's still worried that Mai will forget about him someday. The day of the closing ceremony arrives and Kimura notices Mai's wearing her glasses. Mai brings up ice to Kimura and counts how he teased her for forgetting her glasses. The students receive their assignments. Kimura questions if Mai will forget him once she finally stops forgetting her glasses permanently. He wonders how he can make her remember him forever. Kimura and Mie visit the park again and head for the slide's hidden locale. Mai uses the opportunity to stare and touch Kimura's face with her hands. She asks him to do the same, leading to an intimate stare down between them. Afterward, Mie tells Kimura to take out his phone. She sends the selfie picture she took of them from the previous episode. Before they leave, Mie asks Kimura to not forget about her during the break. Before she goes, Kimura tells Mine he wants to see her again before the summer break, and Mie accepts. We cut to a flashback depicting a younger Mie and Kimura at a shop. Mai tells Kimura I stole her glasses. She says it's a common thing Ice likes doing, but her dad said it's because Ice likes her. Kimura asks Mie if she'd like him to accompany her home. Mai tells Kimura he's a kind fellow and reminds her of her father. Mai recounts how she always forgets her glasses and hopes she can find a husband as kind as Kimura. Mie waves goodbye to Komura, and he rushes home. The episode closes with a view of Komura's phone and his selfie with Mie.